What's up, folks? Today I'm going to be reviewing a board game called License to Grill. Now in License to Grill, you're going to be playing the role of a grill master, and you're going to be trying to prepare recipes, get them on the grill, and then serve them onto a table to score points. So let's check it out. So in the game, you're going to have a whole bunch of different types of food tiles, and these are going to be in these polyomino shapes over here. You got your vegetables over here, your meats over here, and on this one, you're going to have a combination of vegetables and meats. Now the cards over here are going to be synonymous with these tiles. For example, this is a meatball, and here's the meatball tile. And so one of the things you're going to do is you're going to be picking up these recipes, and you're going to be trying to go ahead and cook them on the grill and serve it. So over here, you're going to go ahead and get a little player mat, and this is where you're going to be picking your tiles and preparing them. And then after you grill them, you're going to place them over here on the rest area. And then from there, you're going to go ahead and transfer it over here to the table. The first play you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and pick up 2 of these recipe cards, and then you're going to place the tiles that are associated with them on there. So let's say I pick the meatball, and let's say I pick the pineapple. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and place them over here on my mat, just try to fit it on there somehow, and that will be my first turn. And then once we get to the second turn, we're going to be able to do more. Now, I'm going to get 2 actions I'm going to be able to pick from. The first action will be to prepare, and this is going to be when you end up grabbing a card and then getting the tiles and putting them over here in the prepare section. The next option that you will have is you will be able to season. Now, whenever you get these cards, you're going to go ahead and place a little cube over here to just go ahead and say that you have them, and these are going to be moving up each turn. So the second thing we'll be able to do is what is called season. On each of these, there's going to be a +1, and this is going to give you an option to go ahead and season. So if it was your next turn, you would go ahead and move this up. And if you wanted to season, you would just go ahead and simply place a cube over here on that, and that is going to give you a +1. Up next is grill. This is where you will have the opportunity to go ahead and put one of these on the grill. So let's say I decide I'm going to go ahead and put the meatballs on the grill. Now there's 2 sections. There's going to be the regular section and then the warming section. You'll see here there is a thermometer. For this section, you'll be able to raise this up to 3 heat levels. For the warmer, this is going to be up to 2 heat levels. So let's just say I decide I'm going to go ahead and put the meatballs right over here, and they have to be beginning connected to an edge over here. And then once again, I'm going to go ahead and put a cube on here. And again, as the cube is moving forward, you're going to see these different point values. So if you're able to get the food on the grill over here to the rest area, you'll be able to score that amount of points that it was left on. Staying on here too long, though, it's going to end up getting trashed. Anytime you place a food item on the grill, you'll have the option to raise the temperature. So let's just say I decided to raise the temperature to 2. So if it was my turn again and it was on 2, I'm going to end up moving this cube 2 spaces. The next thing is sauce. Same as with the preparation, you'll have an opportunity to sauce your item. So let's just say it's my turn again. It has reached 2. And so what I'll do is I'll move this up to 2. And if I decide to sauce, I'm going to go ahead and just place this here on the 1, like so. And that will be my turn. Again, I'll have 2 actions. I can repeat these actions, or I can take any 2 actions. The next one is rest. So let's say it's on my next turn. It's going to get heated again. So let's say it's at 2. I'll move this here to 2. So on my next turn, I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and I'm going to place it over here on my rest area, like so, somewhere in here like this. And so when I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put another cube over here on the rest area, just to say that I have it over there now. And finally, the last action I'll be able to do is serve. Say it's my turn, I'll go ahead and move this, and then I'm going to go ahead and place this over here on the table. There are a whole bunch of these little different bonuses on here, and here is a table of all the bonuses that you will receive if you lay one on here. And you can just lay it on any space over here like so. Now the tablecloth is actually longer. I just shortened it just for the purposes of this video. But anyway, you'll end up getting points after you've gone ahead and done this, and you'll just look at your card. You have a 1 here, you have 2 here, this is 4. And so I will have scored 4 points for this meatball. Now the vegetables are going to go over here on this side, and the yellows, which are these, you can actually combine them to do something like this, since they are both vegetable and meat. Now you can also, for a free action, move foods to and from the warming rack. You'll also score with these little tokens over here. They're in 1s and 5s. So the game's going to end when any player has scored their 4th recipe. They'll finish their turn, All other players will have one more turn to finish the game, and the highest score will win. So now License to Grill has a cool theme to it. I really like the idea of having a game that has a grill with items that you're trying to grill onto the grill and then serve. And it works really well, I think, as a simulation, because if you've ever grilled, you're going to get the food ready, you're going to prepare, you're going to put it on the grill, you're going to sauce it, then you're going to take it off and then serve it. And this game does a great job of doing that. Also has that warmer section of the grill, so it's not going to go above 2, so you can also place your food there. It's pretty straightforward. You'll just get the food, you'll prepare it, you'll put it up there, you can choose whether to sauce it or not for extra points, and then you will go ahead and serve it, and you'll be able to get those bonuses. Now, one thing about the game, in order for the challenge of the game to be there, in my opinion, you have to have more than 3 players. With 3 players, you don't really have much challenge when it comes to putting food out on the grill because you have fewer players. Now, if you're able to get the bigger food items out there, like the ribs and the chicken, at the same time, that can possibly happen, but I've just seen that really. So when that happens, ultimately you're going to just take the food, prepare it, put it on the grill, remove it, and then put it on the table, and you're just going to repeat that process. Really the only thing that I've noticed is, like, anytime you turn the temperature up, that's going to move your cube, and so that's really going to just kind of give you the decision as to whether or not you want to risk keeping the food on there, because if it comes back to you and then the temperature is too high, it's going to get trashed. But for me, I didn't really personally see that as an issue either, because I just wasn't really willing to make that risk. So I would just go ahead and take the food off and then prepare another plate. So there really isn't much of an urgency to try to get these foods off. It's a much more relaxed type of a game. So the way I look at the game, I think the game is a cool idea. I think it just seems to be missing something, and I'm not quite sure what it is. It just doesn't seem to be as challenging as I thought it would be. But I mean, if you're looking for a game that's simple and more relaxed, to where there may be a possibility that you will have to go ahead and try to fight for the grill, and you might have to take a chance as to whether or not you want to keep the food on there or risk it getting burned or lost, then yeah, it just seemed to be missing something for me personally. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. All right, guys, that's my review of License to Grill. We'll see you. Keep on gaming.